This is Morgan Hazelwood, back again with more writing tips and writerly musings. Today, I'm going to be sharing thoughts and notes from the panel, Creating Rules of Enchantment. Where does magical world building begin? Well, there are three places that it can start. It can start with the characters, the magic, or the world. Some people like to start with the characters, and then they think about what powers they want to give their characters, and then what sort of world would have these characters with those powers in it. Some people like to start with the world, and then as they figure out how it works, they write the magic to make the world work the way they want, and then they add the characters to fill that world. And some people like to start with the magic. They like to fill in the magic and look at how that would influence the world and the people in it. If you have unlimited magic, people are going to be using it for chores like laundry and dishes. If people have to quest for rare magic, it's going to be a completely different looking world. So what are the different ways writers, think about magic? There's so many different ways to go about it. Magic can be a character manipulating and interacting with the world and the people in it. Magic can be a mystic, inexplicable, special, and outside the scope of day-to-day life force. Magic can exist in the cracks of the world, holding it together, unseen but necessary. And magic can be straightforward and logical, but be aware if you make it straightforward and logical, it can make your magic act as technology by another name. In some systems, a fireball is basically a weapon, a gun. So you have to think about how you want to write your magic and what sort of worlds that creates. Does that mean you need rules for magic? Some people like to incorporate their magic organically, following intuition and what feels right. Some people follow the magic to its logical conclusions, needing to know all the metaphysics behind it. That doesn't mean that they put the metaphysics in the novel. Just because the writer needs to know it doesn't mean you have to show all the work that goes on backstage. Some people write unlimited magic, but then you have to consider how that affects the world in the day-to-day life. And some people write limited magic, limited by rules and power flow and physics, or limited by mystic forces and the degree to which magic interacts within the world the story is set. But no matter which way you write your story, limited or unlimited magic, intuitive magic or rule-based magic, you still need to make sure your magic is internally consistent. That's what's going to ruin your story. If the magic does not act consistently from one scene to another, you're going to lose your readers. They're going to fail to suspend their disbelief. So why do we write magic? The answers are as varied as the writers out there. Some people write magic because the setting inspires magic. The rolling hills of Ireland, the swampy marshes of North Carolina. All these things can invoke a different sort of magic. Some people write magic because they like to try and believe 3 impossible things before breakfast. Some people like to write magic because it makes the hairs on the back of their neck prickle. Some people write magic simply because it's fun. And some people write magic because when you're the one writing, the spirits will come when you call. This post was derived from notes from the titular panel from Worldcon 75. The panelists were Mark Tompkins, Joe Walton, Carrie Sperring, Greer Gilman, and moderated by T. Thorne Cole. To all my writers out there, is your world magical? Best of luck, and I hope these notes help.